Good evening, and bienvenue, my fond fair rouge raiders. This is your humble narrator, Diomedes Rouge, here to bring you part 2 of What If Goku and Superman swapped places. Now, where we last left off, we came to a bit of a head on, well, Kakarot's new change of scenery. Him hitting his Ozaru state and blah blah blah. But now we're cutting, well, we're cutting to Kal-El in that universe to see how he handles things. Now, where we last left off, he was being tracked by someone. And as this woman approached him, well, let's just say she was spotted. Because while Goku is many a things, unobservant isn't one of them. He is a Kryptonian after all. Heightened hearing, sight, that's kind of their shtick. In fact, I think there's only one person who could ever sneak around one, and he's not in this universe. Sorry about that. Allergies. So, yeah. Needless to say, oh boy, does she not know what's happening. As when she approaches, she's easily called out on it. Who are you? What do you want? Why are you here? How did I find you? You're making a lot of racket. How did I spot you? You stick out like a sore thumb. And, well, obviously I'm trying to figure out, why are you here? I'm tracking that. You're tracking my heirloom. Yes, can I have it? No. Not on your life. Do you even know what it is? It's mine. Do you know what it can do? No, nor do I care to. It was left to me by my grandfather, my parent. I'm not handing it to you. Well, can you at least let me explain what it can do? Sure. Tell me, O wise one, what can this particular trinket do? It's a Dragon Ball. I know that. Okay. Do you know what happens when you gather all of them? There are more? Yes. Yes, there are quite a few more. Uh-huh. How many more? 8 in total. You gather them all up, it summons a dragon, you make a wish from said dragon, and then they all scatter and disappear. Uh-huh. So you gather all these spheres together, and it summons a dragon. And the dragon grants a wish. Sure. I'm being legitimate. Uh-huh. If you don't believe me, I could show you. Oh? How? Simple, see? As she brings out her little device. This is what's called a dragon radar. The Dragon Balls emit an energy. Now, how can it emit energy if, and I do mean if, it wasn't able to do something? Don't know. Nor do I care. It's my property. Look, I'm not going to steal it from you. I just want to borrow it. Borrow it. Uh-huh. Look, with my radar, we could find it again no matter where it goes on the planet. Uh-huh. And what's in it for me for letting you borrow my family heirloom? Well, what would you want? Money? House? Anything really. I don't really care for any of those. Oh, come on, there has to be something I can give you. Maybe me? Like, no. What? Grandfather warned me about people like you. Someone who wants to take advantage of my sensibilities. Not gonna happen. Because, now you may be wondering, how is he this smart? You also have to remember, the reason why Goku was stupid was because he was a Saiyan. And the only way for a Saiyan not to want to blow up the friggin' planet that they're on is, having to suffer severe mental trauma. Like falling on their damn head from a 3-story tall fall. Or nearly drowning to death. So yeah, since this Superman, or in this case, since Kal-El didn't have to go through either of that, any of that, and in fact, just was raised, he's still very smart. And Kryptonians by nature, well, they were already smart to begin with. So, yeah, he was able to learn quite a bit. Oh, this is gonna be both good and bad. Yeah, I'm not gonna fall for any of your tricks like that. Oh, come on, I'm not asking for much now, am I? And I said I'd give it back to you. When? Whenever I find the other ones. Uh-huh. So, I'm entirely dependent on you possibly giving this back to me at a possible such time, at a possible such place, that you will not be able to disclose to me. Yes. I'm not an idiot. No is no. Please, I just want to wish. What do you want to wish for? A never-ending lifetime supply of strawberries. A lifetime supply of strawberries. What? I like strawberries. You're going to summon a dragon that you said can grant any wish so you can have unlimited strawberries. Yes? What type of spoiled rich brat are you? What? Okay, I'm sorry, but usually when people want to make a wish, it's because they've lost someone, they've lost something, they've been hurt, they want revenge, they want greed. You want strawberries. An unlimited amount of strawberries. Or the perfect boyfriend. We're done with this conversation. Oh, come on, please. Don't be like that. How am I supposed to be? Huh? What am I supposed to say? That I will support you in this? No. This is something left to me by my grandfather. He trusted me with this. And you want to use it for something so trivial. That's not how this works. I wasn't willing to hand it over to you to begin with, but now that I know that even if this somehow is true and you do somehow summon this dragon, that you're just going to... And that's whenever he hears other things. Things that he's never heard before. The subtle of a bolt being pulled back and let forward. As several men with, well, what appear to be two red triangles on their armor, on their chest plate, walk up. Each of them having, well, each triangle having 2 white R's on it. Or I say each triangle having a single white R on it. Who's there? We're a member of the Red Ribbon Army. We're here for that ball. We've heard that you have it. Hand it over and no one gets hurt, kid. As the blue-haired woman takes cover, Goku just looks at them like, you aren't taking what's mine. Listen, kid, we don't have time for this. Either hand it over or we will pull it off your corpse. You're threatening me. Yeah, we're threatening you. We have guns, you don't. Shut up and comply. And we'll make it easy on you. As Bulma's kind of freaking out behind her little vehicle going, how did they even know it was here? What's going on? Pardon me. As, well, Goku's never even seen what these things are before, so he just goes, neat. But I'm not handing it over. Oh well, suit yourself. As off your corpse it is. As they've cut loose. Emptying full magazines into this, well, child. But as they do so, as the clip gets further and further, or I say closer and closer to being empty, they see something they don't want to see. The kid's just standing there, and he's covering his face with his arms as Superman, or I should say Goku, is realizing these things hurt. They're not super painful, but it's more like getting stung by an ant. After all, he is still around 12. It's, ow, 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 ow. Man, these are annoying. As Bulma looks at this going, what on earth? As whenever they finally stop, they look at him and realize the only thing they've damaged was his clothing. As now the kid looks ticked. You ruined my clothes and you hurt me. I'm going to make you pay for that. What? As he lunges forward, smacking one of the red ribbon guys right in the chest, sending him flying into a tree, causing said tree to, well, fall on top of him. The other red ribbon guy tries to pull out his secondary, but only ends up with a crushed hand as he, well, concaves the hand around the weapon. Why do you want my property? It's just orders, it's just orders. Says, really? Yes, really, really. Who ordered you? My boss. Oh. Red Ribbon Army, let me go, let me go. As well, he does. You and your friend get out of here and never come back. Yes. He grabs his Dragon Ball and he just goes, Well, that was awkward. What are you? What do you mean, what am I? You just survived a hail of gunfire at point blank range. What are you? I'm Goku. You're Goku. I'm Goku. And is that... How did you survive the gunfire, though? I don't know. I'm Goku. Is that supposed to hurt? It's supposed to kill. They were trying to kill me. Didn't they just say that like 3 times? Like, maybe. I wasn't really paying attention to them. They were kind of annoying. She just slaps her head hard, just like, Look, those guys are just gonna keep coming after you more over and over again. And they're gonna bring bigger and badder stuff to try and take your Dragon Ball. And I'm not trying to steal it. I'm not trying to take it. I want to help you. With this, my Dragon Radar, if you help me make my wish, then we can find them again, and we can make your wish. My wish? Yes, your wish. You could wish for anything. Anything you wanted, you can wish for it. And boom, it'd be brought into existence. Come on. Uh-huh. And you get top billing because I was the one who thought of the idea? Uh-huh. So, you want me to hold off on even longer of keeping away from my family's treasure? Not like that, but technically, yes. If you don't, those guys are gonna come here. You like this place, right? Yes. Well, do you have any friends or family nearby? The animals. Okay. Well, with all the explosions that are going to occur from those people, it's gonna likely cause quite a few of the animals to get caught up in it. And, well, they'll die. Uh-huh. So what are you saying? Help me, help you. And in doing so, maybe we could find out what, caused the Red Ribbon to want to attack, and why they're trying to get the Dragon Balls, and maybe you can put an end to them? I'm not gonna kill them. No, I'm not saying kill, it's just, stop them. You seem strong. You could probably handle it. Uh-huh. I see. Well, maybe. Worst to worst, so we can give it a shot at least. See, there you go. That's the spirit. As well. So began their journey. But as we cut back to, as we cut back to Kakarot. About a few weeks, or I say a few days after his Ozaru incident, his parents have enforced some rules. Rule number 1, no more going out on full moons. In fact, he has a curfew, and he's not allowed to look at it or be exposed to it. 2, if he feels any type of changing going on, He immediately, and I do mean immediately, must find a very safe and secluded space to try and calm down. And number 3, once he does that, he has to wait it out properly, meaning full on trying to keep calm. And that's whenever, well, Mr. Kent gets an idea. Clark. Yeah, Pa? We need to talk. Sure. What is it? How old are you, son? 12, Dad. You know this. Yeah. It's time we told you. Told me what? You know how you're scared of deep water? Relax. We know why. You do? Yeah. Martha, it's time. You're not our biological son. Huh? You're adopted. We told you that we didn't have tails because, well, our tails fell off, but that's not true. You are adopted. You see, one day we were at the market heading back home. We crossed over the bridge that was above a creek, and, well, a giant metal ball fell from the sky and landed inside of it. We stopped, curious, wondering what was going on. A few minutes later, after a large flash, you showed up. Popped up right from the creek. Your body was limp, cold, hardly breathing. But I saved you. I gave you CPR. You coughed up the water. You were crying. Took you home. We raised you as ours. You're likely not from this planet, my boy. I'm an alien? Yes. Haven't you ever noticed how strong you are compared to others? What do you mean? Son, you were moving things a plow horse would move. With ease. You're not normal. But that's not a bad thing. It's not? No. No, it's not. You're special. You're a good boy. You're a good boy with a bit of a bad trait. But that's not your fault. And you can control it. But no buts. Listen, you can. You could have harmed me and your mother, but you didn't. You stopped. You calmed down while you were that thing. You can control it. I know you can. Six years from now, I'm gonna arrange for you to go to the city. When you're 18, and you've graduated high school and everything of that, you can choose where you want to go to college or if you want to go to the city. The city? Yeah. I know you have a wanderlust. You want to go around, explore, do many things. I know. I know so well. You're my boy, after all. I know a lot of things about you. So, I'll arrange it. Sorry about that, everybody. Now, what do you mean you'll arrange it? I know a few people in the city, my boy. And I could see about getting you a job set up. Who knows, maybe something that'll play into your wanderlust mentality. Maybe you can go around traveling. You never know. Visit other towns and things like that. But what about... That means while you're here, you're going to have to learn to control that side of you. For the next 6 years, learn to control it, to tame it. But no buts. If you can do that, then by the time this is over with, I know that you'll be safe and that my boy that you won't be hurt by anything. So please, please. Okay, Dad, okay. I'll try. Good, my boy. Good. Now give me a hug. As they share a loving embrace and go on their separate ways. Him back to his room and, well, the old man sitting down at his table. As his wife comes over. Sure that was the wisest thing to do? Yes. What do you mean? He isn't going to stay on this farm forever, Martha. He has a wanderlust. You've seen it. Hell, he talks about wanting to go and do more things in this life. He's always asking about different places, different locations. He's always wanting to know more. It's not just idle curiosity, Martha. He's growing. And we can either try and stop him or try and assist him. But either way, he won't be satisfied here. With this, it'll give him incentive to want to better himself. With this, I won't have to worry about him getting angry one day and snapping and hurting someone, or worse. He's a good kid. I want him to be happy. But most importantly, I want him to be sure that he can be happy with himself. So yes. Okay. I see where you're going with this. You big softy. Yeah, well, you know, it happens when you get old. Well, I won't get through the boring parts. I've set it up enough now to where on both sides I can give a bit of a time skip. Now you may be asking, what do you mean? You said, well, here's the thing. We all know how these stories are going to go. Don't get me wrong, I'll stop over on the, well, Kal-El side of things a little bit more frequently because he still has to meet Master Roshi and get some training, stuff like that. Find out quite a few things about how he works. But, and here's the kicker. Superman, well, or I should say, Kal-El's gonna have a bit of an easier time in his youth. Well, a bit of a rougher time in his youth, I should say, than good old, well, Kakarot. Kakarot's gonna have it relatively easy. He just has to learn to live life and control his rage, his anger. Or rather say, focus it. Control that primal nature. And he will. Over that period of time, that was 6 years, he trains himself more and more. He focuses on, well, keeping what he calls his inner beast, his great ape, in check. Keeping it under control. For the first few years, whenever there was a full moon out, well, he would go away. He would find a cave near the side of town and hide in it. Granted, the first few times he broke through said cave and sightings of the giant ape man became more and more frequent. But that quickly went away, as after a small rampage and one giant energy blast, he was able to wrangle control back and be able to turn himself back into a more calm and docile person. However, pardon me, gotta remember to stop juggling swords whenever I'm doing this. Anyways, where was it? Right. Ape Man. While that is the trace, he still had some rough aspects. He secluded himself. He didn't really, well, branch out, make many friends, or anything of that nature. He wanted peace, calmness, tranquility. And so he kept it. He made sure that he was calm, collective, and stayed very, very strong. And while he was doing things, he found out a few interesting features. One of which he found out while he was a great ape. He can fly. Now, how he learned this? Simple. Great ape nearly fell and busted his head. When Great Ape fell, it didn't fall. Instead, well, it hovered. And he was like, what? What? I didn't want to fall. So I didn't fall. Okay, what if I want to fall? Pow! Okay, that explains that. Can I do that when I'm not like this? And over a course of a couple of years, in addition to learning to control his great ape, he learned to fly a bit. Now, he isn't supersonic speeds or anything, but he's fairly fast. But now we're cutting back to, well, Kal-El. Now, it's been about over a year and a half where he is. And boy, does it show. Because he is currently training with a very special individual. What's known as the turtle guy. Or the... Remember, stop juggling swords. The turtle master. Basically, the master of the kami style. Now, why would he want to do this? Well, simple. He learned that not all of his opponents can be beaten using the same rudimentary manner, and while his battles have become more aggressive with the Red Ribbon Army, basically them harassing him and, well, Bulma more and more, he decided to have a bit of a break. He told her not to try and look for the Dragon Balls for the time being, and he gave her his to hold on to, at least until he got back from a training session. Maybe you're wondering, why would he be training like this? Why would he trust her with that? It's been about a year and a half. They've grown to trust each other a bit more, you could say. And, well, how did he learn about the Kami House? Well, simple. Krillin. Answer's always Krillin. Krillin, best boy. Krillin. They met on one of their journeys and, well, during a tournament in order to get some money, Goku decided to join up because their wallet was running a bit short. And he do eat, nowhere near as much as actual Goku, but he do eat. And boy, he's needing it. He does need some cash for other things. So he joined the tournament and, well, they met, rest is history. Once they found out about each other's whole thing, they decided, hey, come join, why don't you, come follow me? Why? Teacher, great martial arts, blah, 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 Kami House. Sure. Like, why? Like, what do I gain from it? Well, from what I saw, you said the Red Ribbon was after you, right? Yeah. Crazy guys, right? Yeah. This guy, well, he's pretty strong. He can make you stronger. Uh-huh. Alright, sure, why not? And, well, they go off. However, upon being a students for Kami, yeah, things kind of go a little bit haywire for his teachings. The giant shell training, it doesn't slow down Goku. Like, Kryptonian DNA. Yeah, doesn't even phase him. He's just like, okay. Learning how to jump better. He jumped. And he didn't come back down. Krillin went back down. He did not. He lingered. And he was wondering why. And then he came back down gently. As Kami was going, what the hell? I say, what's going on here? Are you able to fly or something? No, I just jumped. Whoa! You have that much hang time, you should have penetrated the atmosphere. Okay. Jump again. Boing. And again, he stayed up there for a long period of time, like, alright, come back down. Yep, you can fly. Congratulations. We'll see about getting you fixed up with something later. I don't know. Is that Comet? What the heck is he? I don't know, Krillin, but I'm not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth. Next went, well, basically just gonna tell you all the fun training. The milk run training when they were being chased by a bunch of bees. They didn't even bother him. They couldn't pierce his skin. So they literally just kept on trying to pierce it, just nothing happening. Him just walking steadily, like nothing. Not even a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. Because it wasn't a problem at all. Next up. Oh, you get the drill. Basically, Kryptonian DNA is overpowered. But then came the big thing. The big thing. And what would that big thing be? Well, simple. Learning how to use the Kamehameha wave. Krillin picked it up relatively simple. Goku, he did not pick it up simple at all. He tried for days, weeks, months on end. He tried the breathing techniques, he tried the focusing techniques, he tried everything. But he couldn't Kamehameha. He got so angry, so furious at this. This one thing he was failing at, he was getting frustrated. And then he looked up to the sky and let loose a loud yell. And from that loud yell, his vision became a bit more red as giant red beams of energy shot out of his eyeballs. Anyone with half a decent perception skill could tell you, the fuck is that? As Kame immediately saw it, went like, what the hell? Krillin saw it, went, huh? And Bulma, who was relaxing at the Kame house, going, huh? Kame and Krillin went there and saw him shooting lasers off into the sky from his eyeballs. And he just stops and goes, whoa. Did y'all see that? What the hell was that? Kami asks. I don't know. I got angry and I got frustrated that I couldn't do this, and then I looked up and that happened. Can you do it again? Maybe. As he focuses and channels his energy through his eyeballs. And he sees as he's looking forward, again, he sees red again, and a long line through the ocean, water begins to evaporate at a very high rate of speed. And I do mean just instant evaporation along his touch, or his laser's touch, as the sand is turned to glass underneath it, and boy, he eventually stops it, and oh, that was awesome. Goes, that's not a Kamehameha wave, is it? No, that is not a Kamehameha wave. Him and Kami and Krillin are talking with each other like, nope, definitely not Kamehameha. Nope, definitely not Kamehameha. What is that? No clue. It looked nice, but no clue. As Goku turns to them going, what? What was that? Was that a secret technique that you taught me somehow? Nope. I don't know what that was. But I guess your problem with ranged attacks is over. Yes. I like this. Of course you would. Anyway. So. What do we do now? I have honestly no clue. You seem somewhat ready for anything we could throw at you. Well, rather ready for anything that should occur. So, I wish you let's go for a tournament. Wait, what? What? Go for a tournament. Test your might. And, well, we can use your tournaments to look for Dragon Balls. After all, tournaments are held all across the world. Good way to keep money. And all the sexy ladies. It's like, Master Roshi, I like the way you're thinking, Krillin says. Shut up, short stuff. Like, oh, come on. You're too young. Leave the ladies to the professionals. Look out, girls, here I come. Roche is back in town. As Goku's just looking at them like, oh, Lord. They're coming. Oh, most definitely, Goku. Most definitely. But, with that being said, and subconsciously juggling swords again, with that being said, let's bring our attention back to, well, Kakarot, or rather she should say, Clark. It's been the full 6 years at this point, and he has learned a great many things. How to control himself and keep himself calm. How to, well, keep the beast calm. How to fly. And how durable he is. Well, he has a good understanding of how durable he is. And so, he decides to, well, leave. His father knows that he's trained and has learned a good bit about himself. And his mother is very happy with him. And is very sad to see him go. But he wants to get to explore. That typical Saiyan wanderlust. And so, he just begins to walk on. His father tried to set him up with a job in Metropolis. He says, No need, Dad. I'll find out what to do when I get there. Do you, want to borrow the truck? Nah, Dad. It's faster if I run. Wait, what? And so he starts hauling ass. It's like, that boy didn't learn to be conspicuous, did he? Nope, doesn't look like it. Miss him. Same will I, honey. So will I. You better visit, you little shit. Well, now, they hear in the distance as, well, he does eventually make it to Metropolis. And what's the first thing he signs up for? Well, he could sign up for anything. But in order to get a more satisfactory view of the city and all the surroundings, he decides to take a temporary job with the Daily Planet. As he goes in through there, he sees a few different people and he says, "Hi, I'm Clark Kent. I'd like to sign up for to be one of your photographers for the newspaper." "Oh, you're pretty built there, son. At least I don't have to worry about you being pushed over or knocked around. I try to keep in shape. What can I say? Raised on a farm. Plenty of potatoes, corn, beef. Plenty of things to keep me fed and, well, healthy." "Yeah, I can see. All right. Well, tell you what. The other guy's late today, so you'll be teaming up with Lois." "Lois? Lois Lane. She's over there. Anyways, you got your camera?" "Oh, yeah. One from home. It's a bit old, but should be able to pick." Like, no, nah. Here, take one of these. He opens up a drawer and passes him a brand new camera. "Whoa. Yep. Take pictures, blah, blah, blah. Make sure you do things proper. She'll tell you she'll guide you along the way. Don't you worry." Right. "Welcome to the newspaper, Clark. Let's see how you do." Thank you, sir." As he leaves and, well, just so happens to bump into Miss Lane. Miss Lane, I'm your new photographer." "Really? Yeah, the name's Kent, Clark Kent. Here, it's a pleasure to meet you." Sure. Where are you from?" "Oh, Smallville." "Ah, you're a farm boy." "Yeah, I guess you could say that." "All right, farm boy. So, do you have any experience with this sort of thing? School newspaper, anything like that?" No. This is a first job, actually. Outside the farm." "Uh-huh. Well, don't slow me down. And, do try and make sure you keep the thing steady. No problems, ma'am. Hands are, well, solid and steady as rocks." "Uh-huh. Hold him out there?" Sure." As he outstretches his hand, and basically she's thinking, let's see how steady they are. As she basically, well, tries to put a bit of weight on it. Trying to show the new guy his arms aren't that steady. Trying to show him, yeah, if I could shove them down, they ain't that steady. She tries to shove them down, they just stay there. She goes, "Huh?" As he just keeps them held out, like, She tries pushing down with both arms. Nothing's happening. She lifts herself up off the ground, putting her whole weight on it. His arm's still outstretched and in the same position. You really are steady. Yes, ma'am. All right, farm boy. Well, good to see you won't be completely useless. Might be a good muscle in case things get rough. Rough? I certainly hope not, but if you think I can handle it, I'll do my best. That's the spirit, farm boy. Now, follow me. We got a case. Huh? Okay. Crazy woman's crazy. Well, he follows along, keeping up with her and her brisk pace quite easily. And that's where we're going to end it off here. And don't worry, for both sides, next episode's going to be action-packed. Y'all are going to love it. Or maybe not, I don't know. Anyways, this has been Diomedes Rouge, signing off.